Why the Middle East never finds peace. The story behind a century of conflict. Imagine a region that holds nearly half of the world's known oil reserves. A land where three of the world's greatest religions were born. A place that has witnessed the rise and fall of mighty empires. Yet today, it remains one of the most unstable regions on Earth. Why? Why has peace remained so elusive in the Middle East? Is it because of religion? Oil? Foreign intervention? Or does the answer lie buried in decisions made more than 100 years ago? Today, we're uncovering the story behind one of the world's most complex regions. A story of empires, colonial borders, revolutions, and global power struggles. This is the history behind why the Middle East never truly finds peace. Chapter 1. Before the Borders. To understand today's Middle East, we first need to travel back more than a century. Before World War I, much of the region was governed by the Ottoman Empire. For hundreds of years, people of different languages, ethnicities, and religions lived under a single imperial system. There were Arabs, Turks, Kurds, Armenians, Jews, Persians, Christians, Sunni Muslims, Shia Muslims, and many others. Although conflicts certainly existed, the political map looked very different from today's collection of nation-states. Then came World War I, and everything changed. Chapter 2. Lines drawn by foreign powers. In 1916, Britain and France secretly negotiated what became known as the Sykes-Picot Agreement. Without consulting the people who actually lived there, they divided large parts of the Ottoman territories into zones of influence. After the Ottoman Empire collapsed, new borders emerged. Countries such as Iraq, Syria, Jordan, and Lebanon were created with boundaries that often grouped together communities with very different identities and political aspirations. These borders did not automatically create shared national identities, and many internal tensions continued long after independence. The consequences of those decisions are still felt today. Chapter 3. Oil changes everything. Then came a discovery that transformed global politics forever. Oil. As enormous petroleum reserves were found across the region, the Middle East became strategically vital to the world's largest economies. Energy security became a major concern for global powers. As a result, regional politics increasingly attracted outside involvement from powerful countries seeking influence, alliances, and stability that aligned with their own interests. The Middle East was no longer only a regional story. It had become central to international politics. Chapter 4. The religious divide. Religion is often described as the main reason for conflict. The reality is more complicated. Within Islam, the two largest branches, Sunni and Shia, trace their origins to a dispute over leadership after the death of the Prophet Muhammad. Over centuries, this religious distinction became intertwined with politics, state power, and regional rivalries. Modern governments have sometimes framed political competition through religious identities, making conflicts appear purely religious when they also involve territory, security, resources, and influence. Transition. If history, borders, and religion explain only part of the story, what transformed the Middle East into the geopolitical battlefield we know today? The answer lies in the Cold War, the creation of Israel, regional rivalries, and decades of international intervention.